I never thought I would be the kind of woman who discovers her husband's betrayal. It's a nightmare you hear about but never imagine living through. For years, I believed in us, our marriage, our promises, our future. But that illusion shattered on a chilly autumn evening when I stumbled upon the truth I wasn't prepared to face. My name is Sarah, and this is my story. The story of how I uncovered my husband's affair, the emotional chaos that followed, and the painful journey toward healing. Our marriage began with so much hope and love. James was everything I ever dreamed of, kind, ambitious, and attentive. We married young, full of excitement and dreams, building a home filled with laughter and warmth. I worked hard to support his career, while juggling my own job and managing our household. Life was busy but beautiful. I thought the occasional late nights at work or business trips were normal, signs of the dedication we both shared. However, subtle changes began creeping into our relationship. James became more distant, less affectionate, and often lost in thought. I chalked it up to stress, convincing myself that the pressures of life were to blame. But deep down, a small voice whispered that something was wrong. I tried to ignore it, fearing what I might discover. Denial became my shield. One evening, James came home late again, the kind of late that didn't make sense with his schedule. He was unusually quiet, avoiding my gaze. When I asked him about his day, he offered vague answers, his voice strained. That night, I lay awake, my heart pounding with an unfamiliar anxiety. The next day, I found a message on his phone, a cryptic text from a woman I didn't know. My hands trembled as I read the words, a mixture of affection and secrecy. The dam broke. I had to know the truth. Confronting James was the hardest moment of my life. I remember sitting across from him at the kitchen table, trying to steady my voice as I asked, "Are you having an affair?" His silence was deafening. Eventually, he confessed, tears streaming down his face, admitting to a relationship that had started months ago. The betrayal felt like a physical blow, crushing my heart and shattering my world. In the weeks that followed, emotions swirled inside me: anger, sadness, confusion, and overwhelming grief. I questioned everything about our marriage and myself. Why did this happen? Was I not enough? Could we survive this? I wrestled with the pain of broken trust, unsure if forgiveness was even possible. But beneath the hurt, forgiveness was even possible. But beneath the hurt, a small spark of strength ignited. I realized that healing would require honesty, communication, and difficult decisions. James and I began attending counseling, where painful truths were laid bare, and we confronted the wounds caused by infidelity. It was a long and arduous path, filled with setbacks and moments of hope. Through this journey, I learned about the complexities of love and human flaws. James's affair was not just about betrayal, but about unmet needs and vulnerabilities on both sides. I also discovered my own resilience and capacity to forgive, not for him, but for my own peace. Today, our marriage is different. It's not perfect, but it's real. We rebuilt trust slowly, brick by brick, with transparency and commitment. My story is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is a way forward, and that sometimes the truth, no matter how painful, can lead to growth and healing. After the initial shock of James's confession, the days felt heavy and surreal. Every morning, I woke up with a pit in my stomach, unsure if I was still dreaming or if this devastating truth was really part of my reality. The man I had trusted with my heart, with my life, had been hiding a secret that tore apart the foundation of our marriage. I kept replaying every moment, every conversation, every smile, trying to find signs I missed, clues that might have warned me. Was I blind? Was I too trusting? Or was this just something that couldn't be seen until it was too late? The hardest part was not knowing how long it had been going on. James said it started about 6 months ago, a time when I was incredibly busy with my work promotion and barely had time for us. I thought our relationship was strong enough to survive that kind of strain. I believed that love would be enough. But apparently it wasn't. The other woman, Emily, as I later found out, was someone James met at a conference. She was charming, attentive in ways I hadn't realized I had stopped being. The affair wasn't just a physical betrayal, but an emotional one too.